Alright, let me guess. Some Honda pulled up next to you in your bone stock muscle car on the highway. You made quick eye contact, he let you honk, and 3 beeps later, his 4-banger spoolie lawnmower toolie served you your slow sauce from Gapplebee's. Next thing you know, you're revving through your red line to try to catch up to him, and your car's just looking at you like,
I'm not strong enough.
well, today I'm going to tell you about the top 7 muscle car mods to get more power out of your V8 or really most cars. Let's get into it. Just to let you know, my last video was on muscle car appearance mods, so if you're more interested in making your car look as good as it is fast, check that one out next and slap that subscribe button for weekly videos like this. Without further ado, number 1 for performance mods is an exhaust. This is easily my favorite thing to modify and the first thing I think everyone should adjust on their car. A full exhaust setup from the headers back really can increase airflow. If an engine can push out more air, it can pull more in. There are a ton of different factors when it comes to exhaust, like tube diameter, long tubes versus short tubes, an H-pipe or an X-pipe, or other things. When you do these, just make sure to know your state's laws because it is imperative that you stay within their emissions and sound laws. Something like an axleback muffler replacement can have a very minor effect for a couple $100, but a full exhaust system can cost $1,000 or more. Performance mod number 2 is nitrous. Good nitrous kits are costing anywhere from $500 or more, and you'll have to refill every time you run out, which can cost anywhere from $2 to $5 per pound. If you're looking for a one-time job for permanent power, this might not be your best option. A safer shot might be something like 50 to 100, each shot meaning 1 flywheel horsepower. So a 50 shot would add 50 flywheel horsepower. You can play it safe or you can always give it a full send. Just make sure you don't full send a little too hard because right after you give it the full beans and start pulling away in a race, you might be like, muscle car mod number 3 today is getting an aftermarket cam. Even a mild cam can add around 30 wheel horsepower, but these are great to pair with other mods for big gains. Most cam kits start as low as $150, but are probably more so between $300 and $600. That's not counting an install, but I think this would be really fun to do yourself as long as you know what you're doing or you can get help from someone who does. This one's also hard to argue against doing because the power gains are cool, but you'll also end up with that amazing chop.
I'm nursing a semi.
Yeah. Performance mod number 4 is an old reliable cold air intake. A true cold air intake is good because the idea is that it's kept separate from the hot engine, so cooler and denser air is pulled in and they usually get rid of unnecessary twists and intakes. With all this, it's pulling in more air, denser air, and all at a higher speed. Without a tune, you can maybe get 5 to 10 horsepower, but it'd probably throw a light at you and you could probably get 25 or more with a tune. These will run anywhere from 150 or more and they're probably the easiest mod to install. Really, anyone with a wrench can do this.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
Number 5 is using better fuel, more specifically having a tune for it. On its own, better fuel doesn't do too much unless it's recommended for your car, then yeah, you should keep using it. But with a tune, the higher octane ratings can make way more power. The cost from this one really comes from the tune, and each time you gas up, it'll be a little bit more expensive. Speaking of tunes, number 6 for today is getting an ECU tune. For basically any engine mod you do, it'll either require a tune to work at all, or the tune will help it make way more of a difference. Think about it this way. You could buy a high flow air intake, but if your engine doesn't know it has it and can create a bigger combustion, then it won't use it to its full potential. It can also help with throttle response, shifting points, and mileage. Some companies like Bama Tuning or SCT offer flash tunes, which they design based on what mods you have and how you want your car to run, which you then plug into your car. These usually cost around $400 or more, but I've heard some wonky stuff at least about Bama tunes. I haven't used them myself, so I can't confirm anything. Just proceed at your own risk.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
If you'd rather not chance it with something like that, you could always go to a trusted shop and have them tune your car for a couple $100. The 7th and final mod for today is getting forced induction. This is probably the best known mod for power, getting either a supercharger or turbocharger. They've both got their own pros and cons, but either one will give you a big power boost. Superchargers consume a little horsepower from the crank, but give a lot more back almost instantaneously. Turbochargers have become way more efficient than they used to be, but they still don't make as much boost at lower RPM. When it comes to making big power with these, you'll really just have to decide if you like this sound more or this one. An honorable mention for this list is new badges and branded stickers. Replacing your low trim badges with top trim ones gives your car the same amount of horsepower as the original car. So if you had a 2005 Charger V6 and you put on all new Hellcat badges on it, you'll now have 707 horsepower. On top of that, branded stickers add an extra 5 horsepower per new sticker. So if you had Summit Racing, Vortex Superchargers, and Corsa Performance stickers, you have an extra 15 horsepower.
First of all, you're stupid.
Doesn't actually do anything, but I got all you ricers with that one.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
There you have it. Those are the 7 top mods for making more power. Let me know in the comments if I missed any, if you have any questions about any of these, or if there's anything else you'd like to see. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to Liberty Drives for weekly American car content and news. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys. I'll see you next week. Have a great day.